How's it going, guys? Normally, if I miss a Friday blog on the Friday, I just ignore it and move on with my life. But when I read the blog this morning, we have to talk about what's going on here. Starting with the Bang for Your Buck web milestone issue. So on Monday, there was an issue where the anniversary milestone, the Bang for Your Buck anniversary milestone, kept getting duplicated up to, I believe it was 37 times. People could claim that, and they would get a bunch of resources. A lot of good stuff. What the developers are... Yeah, buddy, it's a button. All right, it is Saturday morning. We're doing Saturday morning cartoons. I might have to interrupt myself and talk to my kid who's sitting down there watching Land Before Time. I'm supposed to be watching it with him, Scopely. Why are you dropping such big bombs on us here? All right, so they are claiming the Gear Tier 18 was not affected as much as we think. The Economy 17, again, not affected as much as we think. And the Gear Tier 16 was pretty substantial. They've at least admitted to that. Their solutions, I don't like their solutions to this. We did have a developer call with the envoys. Unfortunately, it was at nighttime, man. I was asleep with my kids, so I couldn't push back on them, unfortunately. A generous free claim will go live on the web store next week for all players. Why wasn't it right away? So if it wasn't in line with what the players thought, we could voice that concern. Instead, it's going to be days out, so they'll have the excuse like, oh, well, we already dealt with that, and we're not going back, and this, that, and the other. So it's like, guys, it should have happened right away. All right. 2 special offers will go live on the web store containing rewards that could have been claimed for the duplicate web milestones. This isn't okay. The fact that it's an offer means that they're benefiting from this by getting money on resources that admittedly they're already kind of phasing out. Gear Tier 16 is kind of our already solved problem, right? And they're going to have $5 or $10 offers. You'll be able to purchase it for up to 5 days. If you did not partake in it, you can buy it up to 5 times. You'll have a varying opportunity if you took part a little bit in this exploit, and players who did a lot will not be able to take part in it at all. I have a big issue with this because the players that did benefit from this exploit didn't buy these things. They didn't. They bought something else that activated this web milestone, then they got this web milestone for free. Let's take Mobile Gamer, for instance. Mobile Gamer spent $60 on Ultra Cores. He can now buy a pass with that. He could buy a character offer with that. He could buy whatever other offer he wants with that. All the stuff he got was just bonus. Now, there's no way to compare what they're going to offer us with what people got because there's so much unknown. We are at the mercy of hoping that they are just being authentic and genuine and fair with this. But you're buying something that people got for free. So unless the value they're giving us in this offer is the web milestones plus whatever those players could potentially get, then this is not equitable. And this is not good and this is not fair. However, I will acknowledge there is no right solution for this. These mistakes unfortunately happen way more often than they should in this game. It happened with Gear Tier 14 and 15 back in the day. The difference there was that was a $20 offer that people bought. And so what they did is they just reran that offer at $20 and let other people buy it. So the people were buying that stuff. They weren't buying Ultra Cores to purchase something later down the road and getting this stuff for free, which they're doing the same solution they did for this, and I don't think that's good. Long story short. But I understand that there's no good solution besides... Actually, no, there is a good solution. The good solution would be for them to look at everybody who took part in this, find the median resources that were gathered, and just give that to everybody for free. That would be the equitable solution that they will never ever do, because why would you do that when you could hemorrhage, $5 to $50 out of your players? Why would you do that, right? All right. But we got the main blog, and the main blog was also definitely worthy talking about. We got Firestar being added to the War Season rewards. We got some anniversary stuff. We got Nightcrawler Battle Pass, which I think this is huge. This is so good for new players. He has a 15-star unlock, so you will unlock him on just a free-to-play track. We got Incursion 2 difficulties increased. We'll talk about that. And we got Iron Patriot being released on the 15th. And keep an eye out for your inbox message alerting to character ability. Spreadman Big Time will be removed from the Raid Season leaderboards and moved to the Raid store. So he is actually a very, very good plug-and-play character. I'm excited to start farming him on my baby account. Happy about that. All right. We got the Mephisto kit and story. I'm not going to bore you with reading this. If you want to read this, definitely go in. It is a fun read. But his kit, long story short, he gets 666% speed on spawn if he is not exhausted. He then goes to an empowered stage. He can then give the enemy team a bunch of exposes, exhaust on everybody, or take 50% of one character's life away forever. Very, very strong kit, and then he goes pretty quickly after that as well because he's at 127 speed, not a slow speed, and then he just does a whack load of things. He's super protective of his team. He is a protector character, oddly enough, and he does insane damage, okay? We have a video about that on the channel. It should be hovering around here somewhere right now. You can go ahead and you can't click on that, but you can go ahead and check it out in the videos. Then we got the Cabal team. This is the new Crucible team. This is a 3-man team. I know a lot of people have been talking about the Cabal team and how where the 4th and 5th members. There is no 4th and 5th members. This is a 3-person team, at least to our knowledge right now. There was a little oopsie, which we'll talk about right now. All right, so this was in the blog, but then was promptly taken out. That's why we got to come over here. Cabal will be required for the next legendary character, so if you have plans for legendary trial domination, make sure you recruit and power up this squad. They say for the next legendary character, which we know Out of Time is for the next legendary character. They go on to clarify, and this was pulled from, I believe, Mobile Gamer's stream because he is shown right here. This was put in there erroneously. I can't say Cabal will not be used for a future legendary character. I can say they will not be used for the next legendary character, which is the character Out of Time is needed to unlock. The other team will be announced soon. So, Out of Time is still the main team for the next one. The fact that Cabal is a 3-person team could suggest we're getting the old way where it's not like Green Goblin. You need to have both Rebirth and New Avengers. I hope. I kind of do think they're going to lean that way. But here's the great news. This is why I really want to make this video. It's going to be a Scourge/Trial Legendary release method, okay? Because I can say they won't be needed for the next Legendary. The character Out of Time is needed, and another team will be announced soon. So we are continuing down the Scourge/Legendary path. I think this is great. Let's get back to the blog. All right, so here we are back at the blog. Now, we're not going to go over the kits because, again, we got a video. Go ahead and check out the video in the video playlist, if you will. We got the Cabal playtest. I didn't get to use them in Crucible yet, but we will soon. Long story short, Iron Patriot does huge damage, lots of vulnerables without having to be a Raider or a Skirmisher. Leader comes in, amazing control effects, amazing support effects, lots of damage from him as well. And then Namor comes in. He's actually a really big part of the team. So we got a huge damage, we got a 50% Turbo Rewind, and on his passive, when any villain crits, he's going to be giving them speed up. So the team is very slow. They are going to need this part of Namor's kit to make them go before they get absolutely destroyed. All right, we got Iron Patriot and the Pact of Envy, so it looks like there's going to be another costume. This one for Black Cat, so you're going to need to buy Iron Patriot and Leader to get that. I guess there might be a third character? I mean, but no, it's just the 2 for her costume. Okay, great. All right, the Rise of the Cabal. So we will be getting a showcase as well. I love these showcases. Test drive is always good for some character shards. Story is good for like your blue gear, purple gear, orange gear farm. Challenge mode is where your veteran players are probably going to get teal, and the bonus is where characters, Krakens will get their benefits, which is great. Crimson Gear name update. I guess people didn't like the name Demonic Gear. They're changing to Crimson Gear. This makes sense in as far as, you know, Mephisto's going to be used for Gear Tier 19, but probably not 20 or 21. I don't care about this change. I don't think it's cringe to change it. I don't care to change it. It is what it is. I just don't care. All right, new Incursion 2 difficulties. So this is definitely going to phase out your invaders, okay? You consider them probably gone at this point. But we will be getting increases. So we'll get difficulty 1, difficulty 2, and difficulty 3. There will be requirements for ISO, but if you're in there, you already have the ISOs figured out. You're fine. But this is where you're going to be getting a lot more of the Crimson Raid Orbs and the Catalyst parts, the Origin Gear, and the Mini Uniques. So if you are going to be trying to push for Mephisto, you need to start pushing your raids. If you're an alliance that's not pushing raids, that is the biggest red flag that you need to leave an alliance. I know that sucks. I run a baby alliance. We push hard. We do have people drop out because they don't want to keep up with the difficulty in raids. Different strokes for different folks. Do what makes you happy in the game. If you're more happy just hanging out with your friends and not progressing as fast as other people do, great, do that. But don't leave snarky comments on my Sword Satellite videos saying, whoa, I don't have this many gear tier 17, 18 characters. Yeah, because you're doing bad raids, okay? It is what it is. Raids are huge, hugely important. They've also made some great changes to the blue gear and purple gear economy, which I'm very here for. So Ultimate's 5 raid to Incursion 2, a small amount of T1 and T2 ability materials are added to node rewards. For Ultimate's 7 raid to Incursion 2, T2 ability materials are added to the raid completion rewards. In Incursion 2, a portion of T3 ability materials have been removed from the node rewards and added to raid completion rewards. These changes should help new players catch up to alliances that play at higher tier raids. This is great. I still think they should just hit the delete button on the ability materials needed for the green, blue, and purple sections. But this is a good half step. He's mad at this blanket. All right, so we got the Incursion reward charts. Go ahead and check this out. This means nothing to me. Just it's the crimson gear we're gonna get. Let's just wait till this is in game before we want to focus on that. Leader Tiebreaker update. I went hard on them for this in the Envoy server when I read this. To help address the recent issues involving ties on event leaderboards, we are deploying an update that will resolve these ties similar to Scourges and Trials, where the player who reaches the score first will get the higher rank. This is bullshit, okay? This is a global game. Even if it wasn't a global game, people can't just be online at 4 p.m. Eastern or 1 p.m. PST or 2 p.m. PD, whatever the case may be. This is not okay. Because the modes that people tie the most in are going to be Scourges, Sword Satellite, Towers, stuff like that. That's where the ties mostly occur. Those are the modes that have the biggest rewards. And they only have the most amount of ties because the way Scopely designs the efficiency and the scoring of those modes. It's on them to figure this out. It is not on you if you're in, like, if it was in Amsterdam. It's not on you to be awake at 1 o'clock in the morning so you could do the event when it goes live. That's not fair. It's not equitable. It's stupid. Don't do this. It's on you to make sure ties don't happen, and if ties do happen, you should just reward all the players that tied the higher ranked reward, okay? This is a ridiculous sentence to put in here, and it infuriates me that they would include it. All right, anniversary event, the Legacy of Strike. Week 2 of the 6-week anniversary event is coming your way, and you won't want to miss out this week's. Earn points by battling in War, Raids, Cosmic Crucible, Arena, and Blitz with characters possessing the limited time MSF Originals trade, and expend event campaign energy in 6th time to strike. Okay? This week 2 item is Kestrel's helmet, so make sure you grab this VIP head bucket along with Kestrel's Strike anniversary costume, anniversary, and other rewards. We got a good free claim with a bunch of Hourglass, a couple of the orb fragments for your star brand, and 100 ISO 8 campaign energy. Then we got a bunch of events. I don't really like going too much into the events because me and Scotty, if it's an event that needs math, we'll break it down. But let's just see what these events are about. Drop a G to prepare for the chance to Crimson Gear. That's right, Crimson Gear are on the line. Snatch anniversary orb fragments from campaign nodes and free claims and battle in Cosmic Crucible. Okay, so just do your battles, farm your nodes. Make alliance donations. Those are always very bad. Machines of War, hop on board your helo character for this mission that asks you to work together with your alliance to battle in alliance wars. We got to battle in alliance war. This is our quick rumble for our young Avengers, and that's going to be it. So guys, we got a couple things of note I would really like to have your opinion on. How do we feel about the Incursion 2 difficulties? How do we feel about the leaderboard ties? I really don't like those, especially from a global audience. How do we feel about the increase in blue and purple gear availability? I know we got a lot of new players that are starting to watch. And how do we feel about their decision here for your bang for your buck? How you're going to have to actually buy it, what people got for free? Let me know in the comment section below. But as always, stay happy, healthy, have fun, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye for now. That's it for the video, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, make sure you like, share, and subscribe. Stay happy, healthy, have fun, and I'll see you in the next one.